welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope by the end of this video you will consider subscribing to become a part of Natasha's Lifestyle YouTube channel and also become a part of the family, because over here we talk about all things NACA and also entrepreneurship. And if you are a faithful and loyal subscriber, I appreciate you so much, as you should already know. And thank you so much for coming back to check your girl out. So in today's video, I wanted to bring you some new information as to the NACA program. You know, I always talk about trying to get you to the point where you become NACA qualified and get to the point where you are on the search for your new home. But now I want to talk to those who may have already purchased their home using the NACA program and you are considering selling your home. Now, I know y'all probably looking at me right now. Y'all probably looking like, sis, what you talking about? I'm trying to get into my home. I know you probably looking at me like, I don't want to hear it, but hear me out. For those who are strongly considering selling their home and have used the NACA program, then you may be able to take advantage of selling your home again and going back through the NACA program. But there are some stipulations and some things that you have to follow. So I wanted to share those things with you guys. Even if you are not in the market to selling your home and you just want to have this information for it later on down the road, I am here to give you the tea. I am here to share with you the requirements on what you need to do in order to go by selling your home if you use the NACA program. So without further ado, let's get started. So I've been in my home for at least a year and a half now. I bought my home, or my husband and I closed on our home April 13th of 2020. So it's been almost 2 years. So my husband and I were having a conversation and we were thinking about selling our home. The community where we live at, these houses are sold like hot cakes. And I think just about anywhere in the world right about now, if a house is put on the market, they're selling like hotcakes. But what we've noticed out here in our subdivision is that the homes, once they are put on the market, they don't last no more than 30 days, sometimes 20 days. So we have done some research to see what these homes are being sold for. Now keep in mind, the homes out here in this subdivision, there are different model homes. And so, not model homes, but there are different types of homes. So some may be bigger than others, some may be a little smaller, some may have basements, some may not. So it just really all depends on the type of home that you currently have. So a lot of the homes, I'm not going to say what they are being put on the market for, because I just don't want to disclose that information. But these homes are being sold for a pretty good penny. And so we have a pretty decent amount of equity in our home that we have already built since we closed on our home. So we were thinking about what the process would be if we chose to sell our home after using the NACA program. So I went online, did some research on NACA's website, and found some different requirements that NACA has. And so I wanted to share them with you. So the very first requirement that you must reach is that you have to be in your home for at least 3 years, no less. It has to be 3 years. NACA will look at the time from when you closed on your home up until the point where you are now. So for instance, if I contacted NACA today and I said, hey, I want to sell my home, I'm interested in purchasing another home, NACA is going to go back to the file and see when exactly we closed on our home. Then they're going to tell us you haven't met the 3-year threshold yet. So until you met that 3-year threshold, you have to remain in your home. So that is the first requirement that NACA has if you are in the market to sell your home. Remember, 3 years, no less. So the second requirement that I found from NACA's website in regards to selling your home using the NACA program is you have to have sold your current home before you can close on your next home. So that's kind of tricky, especially in today's market, because we know how these homes are being sold, and it's so hard to find a home right about now. So you have to make sure that your home is currently sold. The process is done, over with, finito. You have to make sure that your home is completely sold. The deal has been done before you can close on your next home. So that is the second requirement that NACA looks at. Have you sold your current home yet before you can close on this next home? So you have to make sure that you follow the first and the second requirement in regards to using the NACA program. I also want to mention that you can use the NACA program to buy your next home. So if you closed on your home 2 years ago using the NACA program, as long as you have met these requirements, you can definitely go back through the NACA program just like you did the very first time. The same steps, the same way. Hopefully this time around it won't be so difficult for you, but it's going to be a little bit more to it because now you are in the process of selling your home. So you're adding on something in addition to what you have already been through. But it shouldn't be hard. You should already know exactly what you need to do, the requirements you need to meet and whatnot. But you're just having to have made sure that your current home is sold. So the final and third reason that I came across is NACA holds a lien on your property. So what they do is they take a second lien out on your property because NACA wants to make sure that you remain in your home for the duration as long as you have this NACA mortgage. And the reason why that is because they don't want any type of investors coming in and buying the home and renting it out. So NACA puts a second lien on the home. And like I said, they know that some people try to do slick stuff, so they want to make sure that you are the only one living in this home, because if you're not and you're renting it out or you're trying to sell it to somebody else and you are not going through the process of having this lien removed, then NACA has a $25,000 lien on your property. So how it works is, if you are interested in selling your current property, what you have to do is first remain in your home for at least 3 years. Then you have to make sure that you sell your property before you can close on your next one. Then the third requirement is that you contact NACA. There is an email address that I will provide to you. You have to send an email to, I believe it's release@naca.com. And when you send an email to release@naca.com, what you're going to do is you're going to let them know that you need for the lien that NACA currently has on your property to be released. And what's going to happen is they're going to then respond to you. It says within 48 hours, but I can't guarantee you that it's going to be 48 hours. But with this department, I'm sure that the response time is much faster than the other departments, because this department shouldn't have so many calls and emails that they're receiving, because I'm not sure if this process is done all the time, but I'm sure they don't get many people who go through this process of selling their NACA home and going back through the program to purchase another one. So, but on the website, it does state that they should respond to you within 48 hours. Of course, if they don't, you know you can always reach back out to them by sending another email. And again, that email address that you would send your email to is releases@naca.com, and that's releases with the S on the end at naca.com. So my husband and I, we have been thinking about the possibilities of selling our home and seeing what else is out there. Now we are in love with this property that we purchased. We absolutely love it. But as time goes on, you soon realize that maybe you should have went a different route. Maybe you should have picked a different type of home. Maybe you should have picked a ranch style home. And so that is something that my husband and I have been thinking about. And we are strongly considering selling our home in the near future, of course, because we haven't been here for 3 years. But we are strongly considering selling our home if it's a possibility for us in the long run. There are other homes that are currently being built right now that we're seeing, and it is so tempting to want to sell your home and buy a new property, but at the same time it's like, do I really want to start over again? And now keep in mind that we've only been here for a year and a half, so it's not like we have already chopped our mortgage down in half. We have not even done that yet, but what we're considering is, in the long run, when we get older, when our son gets older, what is going to be the best option for the three of us? Do we want to continue to go up and down stairs for the rest of our lives as we get older? Or do we want to be able to have a ranch style one level home where maneuvering around may be easier and a better possibility for us? So that is some of the reasons why we decided, or we're thinking about, selling our home in the long run. Another reason why we are considering selling our home in the long run is because with most ranch style homes, you get more square footage because the homes are more wider and more longer as opposed to a two-level home. Two-level homes, you can find those homes, if it's within your budget, to be fairly big in square footage, but at the same time, it's still the issue of up and down the stairs. Now, like I said, this is a possibility. This is not set in stone. This is just something that we were thinking about doing, not something that we have planned on doing within the next year or two. We are just considering our options. We are looking to see in the near future what our home is going to be valued at that time. But as of right now, we absolutely love our home. We do not have any plans on selling it anytime soon. And we are going to continue to make our house a home for our family. And we absolutely, like I said, we love the home. We were so grateful to be able to purchase a brand new construction home for our very first home. And that was one of the things that we manifested, and we want to continue to, like I said, make our house a home. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up, and also don't forget to hit that red subscribe button below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.